गुड मॉर्निंग स्टूडेंट। आज का अपना टॉपिक प्लांट वाटर रिलेशन, फिफ्थ चैप्टर, सेकेंड यूनिट। टुडे वी विल स्टार्टिंग plant physiology, and you have to know the father of plant physiology is Stephen Hales. Plant water relation is the first chapter of this unit. What is plant? Plant is the living being which have cell wall around its cell, and water is considered as one of 5 fundamental elements in Indian mythology. Water is a major component of all living being cells, and it works like a specific favorable medium for biological reaction. Water is an extraordinary compound. It has many features like polar nature, hydrogen bond, universal solvent, high cohesive and high adhesive forces, high specific heat, neutral pH is equal 7, high density at 4 degree centigrade. The availability of all three states, that is solid, liquid, gas, in limited range of temperature. Cell is a structural and fundamental unit of every organism. Different biological activity of the cells are due to presence of protoplasm. Among them, first is diffusion, second permeability, third osmosis, fourth plasmolysis, and fifth inhibition. These 5 activity we will study today. First of all, diffusion. What is diffusion? From molecules are moved from higher concentration to lower concentration is called diffusion. Or the small, we can take an example. A smell of ammonia spread to the entire room whenever the bottle is opened. Or similarly, crystal of copper sulfate in beaker filled with water turns water blue. या अपन एक नॉर्मल एग्जांपल ले सकते हैं क्या कि whenever we put a drop of ink or milk in a glass of water, then the ink or the milk is spread in whole water. That is called diffusion. So the definition of diffusion is from higher concentration to movement of from higher concentration to lower concentration of material is called diffusion. And factor affecting diffusion, first of all, temperature. Whenever the temperature is increases, the rate of diffusion is also increases. Second, density of diffusion particle. The rate of diffusion of any substances is inversely proportional to the square root of its density. Means the rate of density is inversely proportional to its density, 1 upon root d. Third, diffusion pressure gradient. The molecules away move from region to high diffusion pressure to region of lower diffusion pressure. Significance क्या है? What is the significance of plants in diffusion? As we know, exchange of O2 and CO2 gases between the atmosphere and plants. Second, vaporization of water vapor in the atmosphere. Third, absorption of mineral salts. This is our topic, diffusion. Second, permeability. The process of entry and exit of any substance in the cell depend on the permeability of a particular cell membrane. The layer allow the movement of both solute and solvent molecule is called permeable. Example, cell wall. Cell wall क्या करती है? सबको अलाउ कर देती है, कोई भी आए कोई भी जाए. और permeability आप लोगों को पता है डिपेंड करती है किस पे? सॉल्यूशन पे. और सॉल्यूशन इज इक्वल टू solvent plus On the basis of permeability is four types. First, permeable, the layer which allow the movement both solute and solvent molecule is called permeable. Example, cell wall. Impermeable, क्यूटीन, क्यूटिकल, कॉर्क, मोम, जो अपन जानते हैं वैक्स, दैट इज इम्परमेबल. यानी इम्परमेबल का मतलब होता है कि न तो सॉल्वेंट जा सकता है और न ही सोल्यूट जा सकता है किसी लेयर के थ्रू. पास थ्रू मॉलिक्यूल्स इज कॉल्ड परमेबिलिटी. सेमी परमेबल, the plasma membrane or the cell membrane is called semi permeable, but from modern concept it is called selective permeable, because this layer select the molecules, which molecules have to pass through or which have not passed through. So the cell membrane is called selective permeable. Third topic is our osmosis. What is osmosis? It is just inverse of diffusion. Second thing, diffusion is happens in all the three medium of substances like solid, liquid and gas, but osmosis happens only in a liquid medium. The diffusion of solvent molecule by semi permeable membrane is called osmosis. In other words, it is the process which the diffusion of solvent or water molecule from higher concentration to lower concentration is called osmosis. Osmosis is a diffusion in which the presence of semi permeable membrane in between two system is necessary. और आप लोग जानते हैं कि सेल, ठीक है, सेल के अंदर अगर कोई मटेरियल एंटर हो रहा है देन इट इज कॉल्ड एंडोस्मोसिस, और सेल से बाहर निकल रहा है इसका मतलब एक्सोस्मोसिस. ठीक है, तो एंडोस्मोसिस व्हेन सेल इज प्लेस्ड इन hypertonic solution, water molecules enter the cell membrane, it is called endosmosis. When the cell is situated in a hypertonic solution, water molecules move out from the cell, it is called exosmosis. Importance of osmosis: first, absorption of water by root hair. Second, turgidity depend upon the osmosis. Third, water is distributed to the various parts of the plant by osmosis. Fourth, the growth of young cells depend on the this action. And fifth, the process in plants make them resistant to freezing and dissection. These are the 5 important role of osmosis. Next topic is plasmolysis. Whenever we put a cell in a hypertonic solution, all the water molecules pass through this cell and the protoplasm of a cell is flaccid. This is called plasmolysis. Whenever this cell further put in hypotonic solution, the protoplasm comes in their condition is called deplasmolysis, or we can say when a plant is kept in a hypertonic solution for a longer time, water start moving out of the cell, by which protoplasm of the cell starts shrinking, and finally concentrated protoplasm is visible in the middle of the cell or in the corner of the cell. The condition of the cell is called plasmolyzed and the process is called plasmolysis. After some time, when these pieces, this cell is located in hypertonic solution, the cell comes in their main condition. This is plasmolysis. And last topic of today is our inhibitions. Inhibition means absorption of fluid by solid without forming any solution is called imbibition. As you know, wooden doors swell up in rainy season or when remains in water. This type of absorption of water by colloidal and dry solid is called imbibition, and the water absorbing substances is called imbibient. primary and secondary cell wall in plants are made up of cellulose and tactin, which is hydrophilic collide and absorb water in high amount. Importance क्या है imbibition का? Water absorbed by surround seeds mainly by imbibition. Similarly, this action is also contribute in seed dehiscing during germination. And second, the action of recreation in many plants is due to presence of hydrophilic colloids. तो ये अपना छोटा सा एक टॉपिक था. कल इसका और दो टॉपिक बचे अपने, प्लांट वाटर रिलेशन एंड वाटर पोटेंशियल. थैंक यू.